Want to go somewhere dangerous and catch the world record kingfish? Then this is the adventure you've been looking for. Stay tuned.
You're a long way out into no man's land at the Three Kings, Mikey. There's nothing and no one there, eh? You're on your own. It's 60 kilometres off the mainland, some pretty rugged waters. You leave any sort of comfort zone and sense of civilization behind when you leave Cabrianga and start motoring north. It's wild. It's dangerous. It's beautiful. It's not a place you want to take for granted though. That being said, it's one hell of an epic place and one hell of an epic adventure. It's probably the wildest and most untouched part of the country, and that's exactly the place we want to be, Mikey. Exactly where we want to be.
The Three Kings Islands aren't what their name might first suggest. You'd be forgiven for thinking that the Three Kings are made up of just 3 islands, when in fact, this remote outpost is made up of a total of 13 scattered islands and rocky outcrops that cluster together into 2 general groups, the northeast cluster to the right and the southwest cluster to the left. The northeast cluster to the right of the group includes both the largest island of the Kings, the appropriately named Great Island, and a smaller independent landmass even further northeast known as Northeast Island. The southwest cluster, on the other hand, has 3 distinct groupings in it: Southwest Island, the Princess Islands, and West Island. The group's English name, the Three Kings, was given by the famed Dutch explorer Abel Tasman. He first sighted these islands on what happened to be the Feast of the Epiphany, the annual anniversary of the day in Christian religion when the 3 wise men visited the baby infant Jesus. Inspired by that moment, he marked this wild cluster in their honor. Long before Abel Tasman ever came across these lands, however, these islands already held meaning to the original people of this land, the Maori. In Maori tradition, the spirits of the dead journey north along 90-mile beach to Cape Reinga. They climb down the roots of the Pahutakawa tree into an undersea lagoon. They travel from there through an underwater channel all the way to the Three Kings, at which point they rise again out of the water, turn to farewell their homeland of New Zealand one last time before continuing their journey to their ancestral homeland, Hawaii. The Three Kings are more than just rocks protruding from the sea, abundant with ocean and fish life. They are a meeting place of cultures, of histories, of the living and the dead. A place of legend, awe, and mystery. A kingdom adrift in the Pacific. This place is so rugged and remote, it is effectively self-protected from human exploitation by nature's wildest elements. Many lives have been lost over the centuries on failed or miscalculated attempts to reach and exploit this place. On a good year, you'd get only a handful of safe opportunities to make the journey over there. For that very reason, the waters here are alive, teeming with fish, predators, and schools of life in numbers that feel almost prehistoric. It's a rare glimpse of what New Zealand's coastal seas might once have looked like before the inevitable exploitation by humans and the age of modern fishing.
Hello. Hey.
Here we go.
Okay, hey man.
Hiya.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too, man.
See ya.
Drive all right?
Yeah, all good.
How are you?
All good to go.
Yeah? Fancy some breakfast?
I love some breakfast. Cheers, man.
Bacon and eggs?
Sounds good.
All right.
I introduced Mikey to the Three Kings a few years ago when I first met him. And it's a place I absolutely love going to. I've been there about 8 times now, and it's a lot of times considering the risk and the logistics involved in getting up there. And as a diver, it's just a place that gets my heart racing every time.
So Hugo tells me about this place, the Three Kings, a few years ago. We'd just gotten into spearfishing together and free diving, and I'm more of a scuba diver than a spearfisherman, to be honest with you, but good to get into it. And of course, the stuff that you need, the gear is all quite specialized. So Hugo and I go up the road to the local dive store, Wetty, and we're getting all the gear. It's all on the desk now. Hugo's in the middle of a story about the last time he was on a dive up north, and just as I'm about to hand over the money's just handed over. It's changed hands. Hugo's story reaches its crescendo, which is that the last time he went diving up north, he came face to face and got rushed by a great white shark 4 times. And
yeah, no, one of the trips, just before I met Mikey, it was the end of the day actually, and I did a dive down for some power, and as I was coming up from my dive, a big object swam straight past me, and as I started rising towards the surface, I realized that this was a big great white shark. It's the first one I'd ever seen, and I just remember thinking that, thank God it's swimming away from me. But just as it exited vision, all of a sudden I saw the nose coming straight for me. So I had basically jaws swimming straight for me, and I just had no idea what to do. I thought, if I freak out, this thing's going to chase me. Just stay calm, but my heart was racing, absolutely racing. And I just had to hope for the best. And luckily, it didn't eat me, but it did open its mouth when it was coming towards me, about a couple of meters in front of me, and that was one of the scariest moments of my life.
But we'll be fine, eh, Hugo?
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll do it again.
Okay.
So, Mikey, the weather's lining up for the Three Kings.
It's looking good. Let's see if we can get that world record fish, eh?
We'll give it our best shot, Mikey.
Nice. Yep, you heard right. Beyond simply exploring and telling the story of this unique location, our goal on this mission is to see whether we can claim the title for the largest kingfish ever caught using a spear gun. And if there's ever a place to get that done, the Three Kings is it, with the current record for a kingfish caught on a spear gun coming from there.
Yeah, so it's about a 5-hour drive from where we are here to the launch point up north. We'll only have a few days warning before we got to jet up there and get ready to launch, but it doesn't make sense for a lot of us to be up north and just wait for that right window. So we're waiting it out here, and when we get the call, we'll pack up, get all the gear ready, and boost up.
Yeah, we're rolling.
Crucial to the operation here is gear check. Having made all the efforts to prepare for this trip, the last thing we want is a failure with our gear in the final hours, especially if we've got the world record fish on the line. So we'll make sure everything is all good, ready to go, and then we are away.
Looks like all the gear is ready to go. Nice to have that out of the way. All we need now is ice and some food, and we are ready to go.
Yeah, so I got the call from Mike about this Three Kings trip, and very quickly became apparent that he pictured me as some sort of backup dancer, which I thought was quite rich coming from Mike, who spent all of about 3 minutes with a spear gun in his hand, most of which was on land. But you best believe I'll be out there trying to shoot the biggest fish I can too.
So Jimmy, how are you going to react when the peak predator of the ocean, the pinnacle predator, bumps into you?
Probably shit myself.
That's it. Yeah, we've got extra long shaft and
Yeah, you might have a whole lot of sharp teeth, but I got fucking twin 16s and a 7.5 mil stainless steel shaft.
Good. Now that'll be Hugo. We're on. Game on. It's time to go. As first light broke over the horizon and the sun lifted from the waterline, we set course for the Kings.
Come with us on this epic mission to a place that Mother Nature guards as one of her best kept secrets, the Three Kings Islands.
We made it. Well done, we made it to the Kings, boys. Here we are, there's birds everywhere, good sound on the Cinder.
What's the plan?
Plan is we're going to look for some bird action,
Yeah.
which is all looking quite promising, and then jump in the water, see if we can find some big kingies.
Sweet.
You!
Put the trip report in the meantime.
Yeah. Cape Reinga Maritime Radio, Cape Reinga Maritime Radio. This is Kingy, Zulu Mike Sierra 2509. Do you copy? Just wanting to let you know that POB4, all four of us have arrived safely to Manawatufi. We plan to stay the night in Norwest Bay on Great Island and depart the islands up here back for 90 Mile Beach around 1200 hours. Over.
This is Cape Reinga Maritime Radio. Well, just do a full copy, just confirming you have arrived Manawatufi, and we will hear from you when you depart. Over.
That is correct. Thank you for hearing the boys. Thanks. All good, boys. We're ready to go. You. Nice. Let's get in the water, eh?
Our plan was straightforward. Get our bearings, read the current, and then hunt for pressure points. Places that come to life thanks to nutrient-dense upwellings, where our world record fish would most likely be waiting.
Looks like you can go down a bit deeper. Yeah, 15 to 20 meters.
Looks good?
Oh, baby, it looks good!
All right, okay, well, get us the fish then.
Fuck you.
Despite a slow start, day one quickly ramped up, with Jimmy, Hugo, and myself all managing to secure a fish by mid-afternoon. With our esky starting to fill and the sun threatening to dip below the horizon, we thought we would check out one last spot before the day was up. Lo and behold, the action quickly resumed.
Well done!
With another fish fighting hard on the end of our line, we called the boat over. A slight misread of the current and swell, however, pushed the boat and our divers dangerously close to the jagged rocks and the pounding whitewash. After helping Hugo and Tom haul the fish aboard, Jimmy and I suddenly found ourselves being dragged straight into the whitewash. We kicked hard, broke away from the boat, and had no other option but to let the current pull us out to sea, where we'd wait, bobbing in the water until Hugo and Tom could circle back and find us.
We're drifting real fast. Oh my god. The thing swept right around that point. Had no power over it. Couldn't stop if we wanted to.
The boat almost got involved.
That was gnarly.
Fuck.
We're still drifting at probably like 4 knots.
Yeah, that we were over for the situation zone. But anyway, all's well that ends well. Another kingfish in the bin, baby.
There's probably kingfish under here.
Yeah, go and have a look.
If we didn't have a boat and we were diving, shore diving somewhere, let's say Cook Strait, we would have been swept the whole way to the fucking South Island just then. We've just gone 300 metres in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. Stop for the faint-hearted. But anyway, we've got good boat, good spotters, safe situation.
Had to float up in the air, the boys have seen us, they're going to get us now.
So, here they are now. Oh, there. So we're over there. Oh, that's the third kingy, brother. This one is sick. I think this could be the world record. Jimmy, it really could be the world record.
It's highly likely. It's a big fish.
Let's see. We'll get it weighed up when we get up there.
On the other end.
Yeah. Good. What do we got? What's the number?
24, 25, 26.
26
kilos!
Good. So it's a little bit under the world record fish, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's
We're
all right.
halfway there.
It looked a lot bigger underwater.
Yeah.
Halfway there. So tomorrow we'll get the other half.
Yeah, we've got another day ahead of us.
All right, sweet.
Despite our attempts and a few close calls, we weren't able to bring in the fish we had come for. So we made our way back to Norwest Bay to set anchor for the night, get dry, and feast on a few of the goodies we were able to get our hands on during our dives. With our bellies full and nightfall upon us, we hunkered down into our sleeping bags and gazed up at the untouched sky, letting our thoughts drift to the challenge ahead, that elusive world record kingfish who we knew was circling somewhere beneath us. Daybreak brought with it a renewed sense of optimism about our chances of achieving our goal. With early morning often regarded as the most active time for hungry predators like kingfish, we wasted no time getting in the water to continue our quest. As we entered the water and assessed various locations, we soon came across what those in the know would refer to as a very fishy spot.
Right, boys, I think this is a spot. There's some big 40-kilo kingies down there by the looks. We all ready to jump in?
Looks good.
Looks amazing down there, blue water, plenty of bait fish. Let's get into it.
good.
Well done. Hey! Fuck!
This is the Three Kings Kingy, boys.
This is a real one, is it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, nice.
Yep. What's happening here?
Oh, that is a bit bigger, eh? Yeah. Oh, sick. Epic. What a fish, man.
What are the numbers? What do you reckon this one's at?
That one's getting out towards closer to 40.
Wow. All right.
Stonker. Yeah, boys.
Nice one, Hugo.
Is it going to get us the record?
I don't know. Let's
That's the
see.
question.
Let's see.
Yep.
34 on the money, Hugo.
Hang on. Whilst not quite a world record fish, this magnificent 34-kilo creature was an achievement nonetheless. Whilst we celebrated, we also had a chance to reflect on the fact that the ocean holds no illusions. At the end of the day, there are hunters and the hunted. Unfortunately for our fish, our presence meant his end. There's a sadness in that, but also a balance, with our fish going on to sustain and nourish other life. Nothing's going to be wasted. This is merely the circle of life unfolding before us. What matters most is how it was done. Our approach to capturing this magnificent creature was respectful, deliberate, and ultimately very sustainable. If we all had to go through such troubles to catch our fish, not only would we be individually richer and more capable for it, but the oceans would not be at risk like they currently are around the world. With the day behind us, we packed up and began our journey back to the mainland of New Zealand to clean up and reflect on what was an amazing trip to a very special part of the world, the Three Kings Islands.
You say